one of those moments. Let's go. Minks in Miami, shorty know that I'm a winner. Kill my little man, so you know I gotta get him. Losing all my homies got me living with regrets.
Well, yeah, this is basically episode 1 of the projectsiix pod. I mean, other than it being the projectsiix pod, it could go down as any other name in the past. This is basically going to be our third attempt at this. It's exciting. It's a little daunting. It's terrifying. It's nerve-wracking. It's everything you could possibly think of. But as far as what we're going to do, this is the projectsiix pod. This is going to be the core group of it, which is just going to be me, Joel, and it's going to be our guy Kevin here. Kevin, what's up, man?
What's up? I'm loving this. I'm loving that we're back. Can't wait to start talking about basketball now. So,
Yeah.
let's just get right into it, brother. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. We just want to remain consistent. I think the reason I say it's our third time at this, I think a couple of years back, I don't know how long. I mean, I know you for almost 10 plus years at this point, I assume. Probably not.
Feels like
but it feels like it.
Feels like
right? Yeah. So I know a couple of years back, I went over your house and we shot the shit for I don't know, maybe a couple hours, and then we decided to record. I took all my mics. I did the whole nine. And then a couple years back, we went to our buddy Jesus' house, and we went ahead and just recorded a pod. And that one actually made it to the public, funny enough.
Yeah.
That's what we call the Nobody's Podcast. If anyone's interested, you could definitely look for it. I'm not going to send the link or anything, but it's definitely out there.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify and all
it's
that.
It's somewhere in the deep realms.
Yeah,
if you
it's
can
in
find
the
it, points for
Spotify
you.
archives.
Yeah, points for you if you can find it. But yeah, it's out there. Yeah, and I just want to reemphasize that this has taken a long time to actually come to fruition. We're very passionate about sports and we love talking about it. It's just to this point, it's been just between me and Joel in real life, and now we get to share it with the world, which is great. And on our very own platform, projectsiix, check out projectsiix.com.
Of course. For us, it's been a lot of trial and error. We've done pieces for over a year now. Technically, projectsiix has already been past the 1 year anniversary and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a thing for over a year. We've got T-shirts and stuff like that. Not available to the public yet, but it's going to be a thing very soon. And yeah, it's just a lot of trial and error for us, and we just want to really try it, because I think at the end of the day, if we don't try all these kind of things, then we're going to regret it later, So I think it's best that we just go ahead and try it. So first thing I definitely want to talk about, and I think it's definitely the most, crucial piece of it all, is the NBA, right? So it's NBA playoff time right now. I think if we want to go ahead and just start with playoff series, or you want to go into Miami Heat, just because we just saw that Pat Riley press conference, what are we thinking? How do you feel?
Well, I think we will get into the Pat Riley business and the whole presser.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to talk about the playoffs first.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically, I want to pick your brain on what's happening with the Pistons and the Pistons in Orlando.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's happening there. I don't understand why the Pistons are struggling so much, especially considering how good they were in the regular season. Maybe you can tell me why.
I mean, for a lot of the regular season, they were dominant, right? They were the number 1 seed. They were killing it. They were just being the best of the best. They were up there with the Thunder and the Spurs as far as record. Obviously, not talent level. I don't think they have that same level of talent as far as, they got Cade. They got Jalen Duren. That's obviously been underperforming this series. But they don't got the Wembys, Castles, Foxes of the world. They don't have Shea. They don't have J-Dub. They don't have Chet. They don't got that. They got Cade, which, honestly, Cade, number 1 option, I'm all for it. I think you just got to build the right pieces. And as far as this playoff series, I think it just kind of shows that playoffs is real basketball. I mean, for you, I'm not going to go out there and just say you're a casual viewer. I think you've been more of an NBA viewer this season, just because I've hyped you up so much to actually watch basketball, and more so obviously Miami Heat basketball, because last year I feel like you aren't so super into it at all.
Yep.
So, and I understand, the whole Jimmy debacle, I get it. But this year I feel like you definitely watched a lot of basketball, and you could definitely tell the difference between regular season basketball and playoff basketball. And for me, that just kind of tells it all. That's the end all be all. For them, it's Cade or nothing. They don't have anybody out there that could create a shot. Duncan Robinson, love him to death, former Heatle, whatever, but he can't create a shot. He needs somebody to create for him. Cade could do that every now and then for him, but Cade's tired, dude. Cade can't do it like all by himself. Asar, love the dude, defensively, crazy good athlete, also can't create a shot. Like Duran, super underperforming. I don't even know like what you can really do with the guy when he's doing like that. I know you're a big beef stew kind of guy.
He
I don't know, bro. And against the Magic, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what Cade's usage percentage is. I'm sure it's extremely high for this series. Um, Duran doesn't strike me as someone that could just spark up an offense anytime. Um, Also, you really like for playoffs, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you really need your
Hmm.
role players to step up in the playoffs. That's when they're the most important. Regular season, they can be average bums, but during the playoffs, you need them to be excellent. And I don't know, to be honest, I don't know if anyone on that squad, maybe Duncan. Duncan has the previous playoff experience to really like show up when they need them. Um,
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
uh,
It's tough.
yeah, it's tough, and it's against a really good Orlando squad, which swept us this year. So I mean, not that it means anything now. We're not even in the playoffs,
We don't got to talk about that. We don't got to talk about
but
that.
it's just important to point that out because we've seen a good, healthy serving of the Magic this year, and they are really, really,
Yeah.
really good. I don't know how far they make it.
Against us. Against
I
us.
just think, yeah, I mean, it's tough to gauge because I don't watch the Magic outside of the games that we played them, and the same thing with the
Hmm.
Pistons. I'm gauging the Pistons off everything that I've seen this season from us against them. So when I look at the
I just
two,
think a lot of what, like, I just think a lot of what's going on with this series, I think Orlando's overperforming while Detroit's underperforming. The reason I say Orlando's overperforming is because they've got the guys, they've got the talent level. Like, their top four is awesome, you know? I'm not going to say they're amazing together because we haven't seen it for a full season, clearly. You know, they haven't been that good, like, throughout the season. Yeah, they swept the Heat, but they're just a really bad matchup for us, unfortunately. And honestly, like, yeah, we improved in some ways, but dude, we suck. Like, it's unfortunate. But for the Magic, Paulo, like that guy, like this whole season, NBA talking heads have been talking about trading him. Franz, I don't know, he's always hurt. Bane's been good, but like, is he your number one? Like, that's tough. And then Suggs, he's like in and out of the lineup, but like when he's in, he's awesome. But then he has his offensive struggles from time to time. So it's a lot of inconsistency with that team. But I mean, compared to Detroit, where they can't even get a second scorer out there, it's tough, dude. I don't know.
yeah.
It's tough. It's 3-1. Actually, I just checked right now. Where were they at? They were winning just a little bit ago. It's 40-29 right now, and Pistons are up. So
I mean, hopefully the
we'll
Pistons bring
see.
it out. More playoff basketball. I'm all for it. But
Yeah.
let's say the Magic do pull it off, or the Pistons pull it off. Um, you have Cleveland or Toronto in the next round. That series is tied now. What do you think about Cleveland, and what do you think about Toronto? Like, what are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to win?
I I like Cleveland's roster a little better, just because I do like the tandem of Harden and Donovan. But Donovan had a really poor performance the other day. I think it's tough, man, because you want a little bit more out of Evan Mobley, and I think you saw it in game one or two where he like that was the game where like the trio scored like 60 to 30 points together, and like that was a good sight to see. But like you want a little bit more from Evan Mobley, and I think for the past couple years it's been a lot of just hoping he'll get better, hoping he'll just be awesome, and like is Evan Mobley just what he is now? Like, what can he improve on? Like, those are the questions. And as far as like right now, like where they're at, like I believe they're in Cleveland right now. Yeah, it's game five. So Toronto won their first two home games. Cleveland won their first two home games. Is it just gonna come down to whoever's winning at home? If that's the case, Cleveland's gonna win. But I like Toronto, dude. And like a little piece of me is like, yeah, I kind of want Cleveland to fail because then Spida is gonna be available and all this, and like it'll tear people apart. And then Toronto, like I think they're just kind of stuck with the team they have, the core, unless they trade like Quickly and Pirtle, and like Quickly hasn't even played unless he's playing today. Like I'm not even aware, but he hasn't even played. They've been playing Jamal Sheed,
Yeah.
so like
More on the Raptors. I have been watching this series a little bit closer. Brandon Ingram has been quite the volume shooter for them. He's not been great at all.
I
But
think you're underselling it.
yeah, he's been like, and he's trying to push this team, which I can't undersell him, or, I can't blame him if they lose this series, because he is really trying to push them over the edge against this tough, and James Harden with any center really is magic, unless it's, I don't know, Darko Milicic, so
Harden can make anybody work at this point,
honestly,
as far as a big.
he's the center whisperer. And I do have Cleveland taking the series, but I've been watching because I do like the Raptors. So, I mean, it's probably going to be a toss-up there. I'm not really sure.
I like the matchup. I just think if Toronto comes out on top, I think I'd have a little bit more fun because I feel like we've seen Cleveland, Orlando like every year like face off each other. Like I don't know. Like like I feel like that's just like always a thing. So I wouldn't mind seeing like let's say the Pistons don't figure it out and they don't win the next 3 games and the Magic move on. Like I think a Magic Toronto series would be pretty interesting. And as far as like a story, like Detroit, the number 1 seed, gets out right by the 8th seed. That's a story element. And then Cleveland, that's another story if they lose. And then we just have these 2 guys. I mean, these 2 teams, Orlando and Raptors. I guess they're relatively young, right? I think that'd be cool. Like one of those 2 teams making the conference finals. And as far as like a matchup, like bro, you got fucking Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes going up against Wagner and Paulo. I think Wagner might have gotten hurt. Did you hear anything about that? Is he out?
I'm not sure.
Oh man, is he out?
I think also what's
let's
interesting
see.
about this is that if you're looking at the bracket, you have Orlando moving on and then Toronto moving on. Whoever wins that series goes to the conference finals, So whether it's Raptors, Magic, Cleveland, Magic, whoever wins the next series, really,
Yeah, at
like,
the end of the day, they're cooked. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because, on the other side, you have the Knicks, you have Boston, and then the Hawks, maybe, and then Sixers. I still don't. It's a toss-up on the Sixers. I'm not sure what team I'm gonna see that night.
I like them.
Yeah,
I like them. I think they're frisky, dude. They're fun.
it is fun.
They're
It's
fun.
fun and it's fast. The reason I watched a lot more of Heat basketball this season was because they picked up the pace like 100%.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of teams in the playoffs right now that they're just playing 100 miles per hour, and I love it. I love to see I love to see the game being played at such a fast pace. It really puts you back, and it's like, wow, these guys are athletes. It's because sometimes you watch and it's slow, dribble, 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 3-point, miss, blank, whatever. It's back and forth. But these teams are going really, really fast, and there's that competitive edge for all the teams. They really want to make it to the next round or whatever. And I think in the East too, I feel like everyone feels like they have a chance.
Yeah.
Which, maybe on the West, maybe you don't feel the same way.
No. Yeah. No.
But what do you think about?
I think
Continue.
I just let me add to this. Like as far as this, like I don't want to move off it just yet. Like this Toronto Cleveland series. You said you're going Cleveland?
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if Toronto made it through though. Like I am definitely rooting for Cleveland though.
I'm gonna root for Toronto just out of curiosity for both of us. So next week when we talk about this, I just want to be able to like
I called it.
have some light on it. Yeah, I'd be like, well, I called it or you called it. But like regardless, I think it's fun. I think either way, I mean, I guess we'll see next week. We'll either see we'll see Detroit all the way in Game 7 and win, or like I don't know. Like there's like right now we're just watching. I don't know. Like it's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
But as for this series, I like Toronto, man. I think Toronto's really fun. I like their coach. That guy is super emotional and like in a good way. You know, like he really fucking cares. Like he's so like he's there. I remember. I don't know if it was last year or this year. I don't remember. But he was just talking of Scotty and like. Don't get me wrong, Scotty's extremely talented, super good guy, Florida guy too, by the way. But is he like coach? Like I think his name is Darko. Coach was literally like hyping this dude up like this guy's gonna be one of the best guys in the world. And like don't get me wrong, I guess he is, you know. But as far as like a top 10, top 15 guy, you don't really see Scotty like that. But I don't know, bro. I saw that guy get fouled down the stretch and he knocked down every free throw. The guy's a leader, dude. The guy's nasty. Yeah, BI volume, whatever. He was 6 of 23. They somehow won the game, but like I still like BI. I think they need to get quickly back. And I don't know if that'll mess with their defense all too much. Like you can never really tell this team is like they're on the brink of something. I just think they have really messed up contracts that's messing them up. Like I wish they didn't give Quickly that. Like no disrespect to Emmanuel Quickly, you know you deserve your 150, right? But I wish they wouldn't have given him that contract. I wish they wouldn't have given Pirtle 20 per year. Like, I would like to see what this team had with a little bit of a different cast. I don't mind the Ingram addition. I love the Scotty piece of it all. It also sucks that Grady Dick has just been taken out of the rotation and that guy just doesn't even play. Like, I like what Toronto's doing in a way. I think they need a little bit more.
I agree.
But I like them. I like them. I think they can make it out of this series. I really do.
Mind you, the last game, Raptors came back in the fourth quarter. They were going to lose that game.
Yeah.
So props to them. I do think we got to move on to the next series, though. I'll give you the choice. Do you want to talk about the Boston series or do you want to talk about the New York series first?
We can hit on New York really quick. I think me and you and our buddy, we were watching. What was that? It was in New York, so it had to be Game 2,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it was Game 2. We were watching Game 2, and we were talking about how because Atlanta was winning that game, and you were just like, "That's the end all be all for like little guards. It's Brunson, and then after that, it's done." But look, New York's up now, and I think it's a lot about just making the shots. I think. And Mikal Bridges has sucked so hard. Like, damn, dude, what they would do to go back on that, right? Like, oh, man, it's so tough. But OG's been awesome. OG has been a revelation for them. I think that guy's awesome. Cat's Cat. He's going to bring you what he brings you. Our buddy Cameron will obviously talk our ear off for 30 minutes about Cat being awesome and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I like New York, man. New York's I like Brunson. I like the fact they included they started bringing back Jose Alvarado. Like I think there's a lot to like with them. I think Atlanta's just a tough matchup for them just because the Nikhil and Dyson Daniels just chasing Jalen Brunson around.
It's a tough team.
New York's a lot more talented than Atlanta, and they'll probably get past this series. But as far as them against either the Celtics or Philly, I'm assuming let's just go ahead and say against Celtics. I don't know, man. They were. I mean, even with Tatum tearing his Achilles in that series, like they were gonna win that game regardless, and they were gonna win the series regardless. That's my opinion. And like, yes, I'm a Boston hater, whatever, but like I see how I see it. You know what I mean? And I don't know, New York. If they get hot right now, we could see them in the finals, dude. And that's not what I've been seeing from them. It's just the track record. And who they possibly are going up against. Because the next series is against Boston/Philly, depending on if Philly turns it up a notch. And then we got Toronto or Orlando. I would just be worried if they face the Pistons. But we already saw the Pistons be a little bit of a fraudulent kind of scenario for them,
Right.
Or situation, rather.
The only thing I will add to that is that Brunson next series will either have to go against um, Maxey or fuckface. What's his name?
Pritchard, Derek White.
Derek White, which would not be ideal for him in either case. You know, if it's Maxey, whatever. You know, he gets bombed for
Yeah.
50. Who cares? But if they're playing Boston, he will get locked up, and I think that it'll be a different case, especially this year now that Tatum's fully healthy.
Dude, that guy played like 40+ minutes the other day.
If they play that same Celtic squad that they played last year, I mean, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose against Boston. I mean,
Wouldn't you assume they're worse though?
I would assume they were worse, but I think the only difference now is they have Cueta.
They don't got Drew, man. They don't got Drew. They lost Porzingis. I mean, Porzingis, whatever. But Drew is awesome in that Portland series. I think Drew, if he wasn't getting paid the amount of money he's getting paid, I think any contender would gladly take him.
Oh,
100%. I think Drew's awesome.
yeah, he's just a little aged now. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. You know how long he's been in the league. You know, it kind of like he peaked early when he was on the Sixers, and then there was
Yeah,
like
he
a-
made the All-Star
yeah,
game.
and then there was like a gray period where you just kind of forgot about Drew Holiday, and then he came back out of nowhere. So awesome, awesome stuff for him. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. He's like 34 maybe now. He's super old, or not?
I think he's a little older.
He might be older.
He might be a little older than that.
Might be a little
Yeah,
older.
he's older than that for sure. But regardless, like, I don't know. Maybe it's the hater in me. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't.
The Boston team.
New York.
That Boston team looks
Yeah,
like
dude,
the
I
best team
can't.
in the East. It's night and day when you look at these series. I mean, unless you're looking at Orlando, but it's Orlando versus the Pistons. You know, I don't see, like, let's say Orlando makes it to the conference finals. I don't know how they could beat Boston realistically. So
Hell no. I can't see that at all. They'll punish the hell out of them. I don't know. I mean, I'll go obviously Knicks. Knicks are gonna take the series unless the Hawks just come out of nowhere and start fucking shooting flamethrowers. But I think Knicks are gonna take it. I think we're gonna see Knicks Celtics unless somehow, some way Philly pulls off Game 6 and then put on the pressure on them early in Game 7 at the Garden. Like,
I would love to see that.
I guess we'll
I would
see.
love to see that.
Yeah.
But
I want to see that, but I don't know. We'll see. Regardless, next round's gonna be fun because we're gonna see a lot of like, we're predicting we're gonna see Toronto, Orlando, right? And then we're predicting we're gonna see Boston, New York. I think regardless of the outcome, we already know who's going to the finals. Whoever wins, Boston, New York, is probably taking it to the finals. And then I guess they'll probably meet Wemby or or the Thunder. That's another thing. The West, right? Like, oh, man, my poor Suns. It's like my Western Conference team just because of Book. My poor Suns.
what did we expect?
Just got
What
demolished.
what did we
I
expect
mean-
to be the final result there? Like, what did
I
you think
know.
that they would take them to a Game 7 or Game 6? I mean,
No. I wanted a game,
yeah, like
I wanted a
a
game.
gentleman's sweep. Sure.
Yeah, I wanted a game there. I wanted a game where Book just turned up a notch. I saw Jalen Green in the play-in, like, drop 30 plus each game. I was like, all right, I could see this. But still, good season for Phoenix. I think they, after the whole KD trade, all of that, like, I just think, also, I got a lot to say about this Houston series. A lot to say about that, the Houston Lakers series. So I definitely want to get to that at some point. But I think, just getting down to it, like, it sucks. It freaking sucks, man. Phoenix couldn't even get a game, and whatever, the Thunder swept. It is what it is. I mean, what else did anybody really expect? I think me as a Book fan, I just wanted him to win a game. Wanted them to win a game, and they just couldn't pull through. It was tough, man. Shea. Are you in the camp where Shea's the best player in the world, or you're a Jokic guy, or you're a Wemby guy? Like, is Shea the best player in the world? Does that hurt you to say?
No, but he's not the best player for me. It's Wemby, and that's just that's just a skill issue at that point because Shea is not 7'5", moving around like that,
Yeah.
and he can't win DPOY. Wemby can win DPOY for the
Yeah.
next 10 years. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's a whole different level. Like Wemby is the next like LeBron in like the social or the sports entertainment space. You know, where
Hmm.
everything is gonna be Wemby this, Wemby that. Barring
Yeah.
injuries, we've already seen that he had an issue with the clots last season, but that's not really anything that he can do. Other than that, he's been pretty pristine. I mean, though he had the concussion against.
Oh, dude, that was nasty.
Yeah, he
You
slammed it.
saw the clip?
Yeah, he slammed it. He
Oh,
slammed his head. And
that was nasty.
to me, whenever I fall like that, I never hit my head. I always like
Yeah, me either.
I didn't understand it. Like I was like, holy wow, this guy really knocked himself out. But
Yeah.
yeah, Shea's like two. For me, two, and then three is Jokic, and that's really saying something because Jokic is do it all. 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
So
I think Shea is just. I said this about a year ago, and like I definitely got shitted on for it for sure by like our peers and stuff. But I think Shea's just modern day Kobe, man. He's that dude, bro. Like the guy is a killer, and like you see the little like post, hop shot, you see the little drive, you see the fade, you see like the attitude with it when he hits like a three over Dylan Brooks. He's just looking at him like making fun of him. Like he has the attitude. He's got the swag, obviously. Like, dude, we're watching modern day Kobe. Like I don't get me wrong. Like if there's somebody that hates to say that, it's me. Like I've had Kobe as my Xbox gamer picture for as long as I could remember, but Shea is modern day Kobe, bro, and his team is just stupid, bro. Like it just makes no sense.
yeah,
And like they're about to get another lottery pick because of the Clippers.
yeah,
Like the team is just gonna get continuously better. Continuously.
yeah.
Like how is the Paul George trade still relevant today? That pick is from that Paul George trade that long ago.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, and I think for OKC, um, I think that in the future, because now with the third apron business,
Yeah.
it's going to be a little difficult.
Second apron.
Or second apron, sorry. The second apron business, it's going to be a little difficult to see which one you want to keep. Um, but I think it's pretty obvious it's going to be J-Dub. And then how hard is it to replace Chet in some sort of system like this, or like any other players? OKC is stacked beyond belief.
Yeah.
They rotate players in, and it just looks like the starting squad again. It's insane.
I mean, we watched them in person this year, and like, luckily the Heat won. Like, we had a great game. Like, we watched them in person. Like,
Yeah,
I think Shea dropped almost 40, and I looked at you. I'm like, bro, I don't even remember him getting 40. And you're like, bro, what do you mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like
No,
I was just so enamored by the amount of guys that were playing. Like AJ Mitchell was playing. At that point, they didn't have McCain yet, but I was just like enamored with the amount of guys they get out there and like have real playing time, and like they're just out there. Caruso is a real dude.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. No,
like,
it's scary. It's scary how they can rotate and have a starting squad caliber with any five that they come in with. But
yeah,
yeah, I'm not surprised Phoenix got swept though. I mean,
yeah, it's
favorites
tough.
to win the championship beat Phoenix. Whatever. I mean,
Yeah, like whatever. It is what it is. It's just that this will be a topic for another day. But let's think about this really quick. Detroit needs a scorer. Who's from Detroit? Devin Booker. I don't know. Think about
I
it.
don't know.
I don't know what they would trade, but
Yeah.
it'd be cool. I think it's a little forced for sure. Like I think it's just because like it's literally just Detroit, and it's like this guy walks around with the Tigers hat all the time. It's like he's from there. It makes sense. They need a scorer. Who's a better scorer that's out there? I guess it'd be him. But I just don't see him leaving Phoenix. Phoenix. I just don't see him leaving Phoenix. I just don't see it. Like it's just not gonna
Me
happen.
neither.
I wanna definitely just get these takes out really quick. I really hate the fact the Wolves are hurt. I think I think what they were doing was so impressive, and I hate the fact Dante went out with a torn Achilles on the same day, like the same damn day Ant got hurt. And honestly, like, we should be very thankful it wasn't a worse injury, because that Ant injury looked awful. And, like, God bless, you know what I mean? But I don't even want to talk about that series. That series depresses me. Even though, it's 3-2 right now. Like, the Wolves can technically still win, but it just makes me sad. Because, like, we might not even know if we're going to get Ant next series. Like, it sucks. It makes me very sad. Like, I love those guys.
Injuries every year in the playoffs suck. I mean,
Yeah, man.
it's a part of the sport. It sucks. It's awful, and
It's uber frustrating.
and it's always like front page, because regular season some injuries kind of like pass by, and you don't. This is all front page. These are nationally televised games. You're watching the Nuggets play, and you're like, "Where's Ant?"
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks.
It's freaking awful, dude. But yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. And then the other series, I think it was like the most, I mean, for me at least it was the most uninteresting series, but there was a couple points I wanted to get to. Just quick. The Spurs Blazers series, I think when Wemby got hurt, I think we saw a lot about like Dylan Harper, like dude's legit. Even on a rookie, like he still like went out there and showed out, and they won the game. I think Castle's fucking phenomenal. I love that guy. De'Aaron Fox yesterday, absolutely amazing performance. Like what a guy. One note I did want to say, just as far as Portland goes, Scoot had a couple games, man. Scoot's stock is up a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. Scoot stock is up a little bit, and I love to see that, because that guy, I want him to be great so bad, and I hate the fact he's just out there and the West Coast hitting away from everybody. Portland doesn't even have a neighbor. I mean, maybe next year, maybe the year after when Seattle comes back, hopefully. But they don't even got a neighbor. They're just out there alone, and Scoot is just in the trenches, man. And like, I want him to be good so bad. So we got a lot of good moments out of him. He was talking shit too. So I just wanted to point that out. And then as for the last series, I definitely want to like get at least a couple minutes in this Lakers thing, like just because I'm a LeBron stan, always will be. Like, that's my guy. Awesome. Like 3-1 right now. It was 3-0. The Rockets had to win a game. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, you gotta win a game. And bro, I already saw some people being like, yo, what if this is the first time like a 3-0, like they come back? And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like, can you see that happening? Like, can you see Houston coming back and winning the series after being down 3-0? It's never been done.
I think it would take so much from them to do it that I think think about this. Think about their scenario here. They went out the rest of the series. They are dead tired, and then they have to play OKC in the next round. That is not a dream scenario for anybody. I mean, I don't think the Rockets, if they do manage to do that, I don't even think the Rockets would win a single game against OKC. I think it would be.
No, not at
it's
all.
it's too tough of a task. If the next round was maybe, I don't know, the injured Timberwolves, then I would be like, okay, then you can take like a step back or a breather, But OKC's ready to play. They have the days off. You gotta win 3 games in a row, and then like maybe a night off, two nights. I don't know what the difference in between series are, like for days.
Yeah.
But then the next series is right there for you. After OKC had the rest, sauna, spa, whatever. You go straight to them, and you're probably gonna, I don't know, lose 4 straight games. So I don't see. On top of the fact that I don't see them winning 3 straight games, I think Lakers could stumble and win.
Reeves is back
6.
tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Reeves is back.
it's not in the Rockets' favor at all. So
Yeah.
on to next year for them.
I just want to get that note off. I think another really cool thing about it is the whole, like, I think there was a clip that popped up online where it was Udoka talking shit to JJ, being like, yo, put Bronny in, this and that.
Yeah.
And then literally like a couple, I don't even know what game it was. It had to be game 2 or 3. where Bronny actually got some points up, right? Bronny actually had more points than the whole Rockets bench. And, like, for me, I'm like, that's fucking awesome, you know? Like, talk your shit. Because, you know, it is what it is. Everybody's talking down on you. And, yeah, maybe there is some sort of thing in there where you somehow ended up on the Lakers because LeBron's your daddy, whatever. Bro, you're in the NBA. You're on the Lakers. You're on a playoff team right now. And you went out there and made a three, made a couple shots, whatever it is, and you guys won the game. That's a win in my book. So that's it. I just wanted to point that out. And as for who's winning the series, I'm taking the Lakers. Obviously, 100%. I'm taking the history of it all. Like, there's no way these guys are coming back. And then as far as next round, I mean, I don't even think Luka could maybe come back. Like, I know he went over to, I think it was Spain or something to get that fixed, but I don't know. And even with Luka back, it's a tall task, bro. It's OKC. Like, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough, dude.
I don't know what the timetable is on him either. And then, like, when he comes back, like, how long until he's full form, you know? And then already you're down by 2 games, you know? So, I mean, it's a tall task for either of these teams. Like I would say, like, if the Rockets pull it off, like, amazing props, but you're not beating OKC. So, I think we're seeing the early tales of them just going straight to the conference finals, which is, you know, good for them. But I would really like to see
I guess
the Spurs and OKC in the conference finals for the West. I think that'll be
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, I think we landed on every series. Lakers win. I just want to do this really quick, just for our sake, just to really get it out there. You're going Magic or Pistons for the series?
I will go Magic. Finish it off.
Okay. You went Cleveland. I went Toronto. You're going Knicks. You're going Hawks.
Yeah, Knicks finish that one.
All right, Knicks, and then you think Boston just wins Game 6 in Philly?
I think it goes to Game 7, but I think Boston wins as well.
All right, and then we already saw Spurs win.
Yeah.
I'm also going Boston, but the hater in me wants to go Philly, so I'm gonna go Philly too.
Okay.
Even though I know it's wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway,
Yeah.
just because why not, right? Spurs, they won obviously, and then hopefully Minnesota could come back. But I think unfortunately, since Minnesota's hurt, I think I would like to see Jokic come back and then have them face off against the Spurs. I think that'd just be a way more interesting series.
It's a marquee matchup there too.
Yeah. I think that would just be awesome. You know what I mean? Also, I think that's a detriment to the Spurs. So if we really want to see OKC and we want to see Spurs at full strength, then we need to see Minnesota next round. But I just don't think Minnesota's gonna like.
They got to like almost cobble it together. You know, it's just.
Yeah, dude. They just gotta thug it out and win the game.
Yeah.
They gotta get every offensive board. They gotta go out there and want it more. And I mean, if anybody's gonna want it more, it's gonna be Jaden McDaniels. It's gonna be Julius Randle. Like, these guys are freaking tough. You know what I mean? So hopefully, you know, for their sake. But Spurs Nuggets series would be awesome. And then we're gonna see Lakers Thunder next series. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's basically our playoffs, dude. I mean, I like it. I think we're into it. East a little weaker for sure, but at least we may see a little bit of a Knicks and Boston series, hopefully. And even if we get Knicks.
Yeah.
Sixers, that'd be fun too. So I'm all for it.
think it's
But
a huge-
West is definitely a whole lot more
I think it's a
interesting.
huge difference. I think the West is like so
Huge,
much better.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
It's tough.
yeah.
It is what it is. I want to dive deep, at least for like 10 minutes if we can, this Miami thing. Just to really like get the nail down. What do you want to do? What do I want to do? Like, I'm gonna give you the floor here, just to really nail down like what if you're Heat president, if you're either Nick Arison or Pat Riley, I guess, whoever's in charge, right? What is the first thing you're doing? How are you looking at this offseason? Are you waiting for next year? Who are you re-signing? What are you looking at? Go, man. I want to see it. I want to hear you. I want to hear it, man.
I think it's important to get the most out of the years that we have of Hero and Bam. While I do think it's important to have a strong bench like we've had, this season. Well, mainly Jaime. I've talked,
Yeah.
a million times with
Yeah,
you
you're a
about
big
Jaime.
Jaime guy.
I love Jaime.
Mm-hmm.
He does a little bit of everything, which is great. And if we had like two more guys like that, amazing. But
Mm-hmm.
what I do think we need to do is somehow package Hero for something else. I do agree, and I haven't seen the Pat Riley press conference, so
Mm-hmm.
which we could talk about that a little bit. But I think it's important that we package Hero somewhere where we can get like I don't know, a Jimmy type player in return. I think the problem is that the Tyler Hero trade trope has been going on for years now, and I think that
So long.
there isn't really a significant value, or at least the value return that Riley wants. So,
Or worth it.
or worth it, exactly. So, like, and in most cases I agree, but we've seen the trades that like we could have had Donovan on the squad. Same. I'm trying to think of trades that we rejected.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, but for that Donovan trade, it was for Bam, which I'm just not a fan of trading Bam. I really like Bam.
No.
He's captain. He's leader. Hero is someone that I think would complement very well on a team like I don't know, like Phoenix, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what their term value would be on that, but yeah, I think it's time to part ways with Hero. I think that's my number one priority to find the best value in return, whether it's picks, players, whatever, whatever maximizes the time that we have with Bam Adebayo left. And I think
Yeah.
that's for me. That's what I would do. For you, I don't know what you would do, but you can enlighten me.
Uh, I mean, yeah, bro, give me like 5 minutes here. I could go on for days, but I mean, for me, I think there's two sides to the Hero thing, right? There's the side where, he didn't play, but when he plays, he's fucking awesome. We even saw it in that last game where he hit what was it? He hit the corner three, right? And then he got I don't know if it was him stealing the ball, but basically he got the ball, ran to the corner, and got LaMelo Ball to foul him. And yes, it's a foul. He scored all three, and unfortunately, LaMelo just took. I'm sorry, Kevin. He took Jaime all the way down to the hole, and he scored it, and we had no shot after that, right? Also, like the Hornets had a freaking crazy game. Kobe White made a crazy amount of shots. Made
Shut
that
up,
corner
Kobe.
three that was insane. Like Kobe White's awesome. Um, but there's a side to me that's like Tyler's in a contract year. If we're gonna get something in return that's worthwhile for us, it's not gonna be now. It's gonna be mid-season. As far as trading Tyler, because Tyler's not gonna suck this year unless he's absolutely hurt. There's no way Tyler's not gonna. Right now he's probably in Cancun, right?
Yeah.
But you're telling me next week that guy's not gonna be in the gym 24/7. Like the guy's a worker. Like the guy's former All Star. The guy's that guy, and he's a premier scorer in the league. Now is he like one of the best? No, unfortunately. But he's awesome. And as far as like the trade value, like how you mentioned, it's tough, dude. Like what are we gonna get? As for the Heat, I like our young guys. I love Kaz, as you know. I think he should. I know I'm a little outlandish when I say this. I think he should get a whole lot more minutes, maybe even start. I don't know. But again, Davion is awesome, and he showed why he should definitely stick around, right? I love Pele. Pele is that guy. I think we should extend him yesterday. I think he's that guy. I love Jaime. Jaime has improved after amazing rookie season, then a hell of a horrible season second year. And when I say horrible, horrible to like the standard he should be on. And then third year, which is this year, absolutely awesome. Carried our bench. Should have been sixth man of the year, but that's a story for another day. Whatever. Jaime is that guy. I mean, Kalel, dude. Fucking Kalel's awesome. It's just we can't decide if he should start next to Bam, if he should not. At that point, if we could just package Tyler, Kalel, and I don't know, another contract in there for like a Giannis, I'm down. But then what does that do for us? You know what I mean? Like, is Giannis and Bam getting past OKC and the Spurs? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's tough, dude. It's tough. Like, the position we're in is so tough. And I don't see a world where we trade Tyler for picks. I don't think that's the Heat way. I don't know what we do. I don't really know the next step. And I think I'm giving them too much leeway when I say this, but if I'm the Heat, I don't even really know what I want to do. Cause I think because the price has to be right, right? Like, you can't just, like, for example, we can't go out there and just get Giannis, because then if you're trading everybody for Giannis, and then what are you bringing Giannis into? It's just Giannis and Bam, and then hopefully you still have some of the young guys, but the young guys are young, and they're not going to be awesome right now. They're going to be awesome later. And then as far as, like, it's so stressful, dude. Like, I don't even know where to land. Like, it's hard. Like, you're either going for like future, like, assets, or you're just going for the right now, and it's just tough. It's a tough ask. It's definitely a tough ask. If I'm the Heat, I'm looking to the future. I love our young guys. I love Bam. I'll never get rid of that guy. I was there at the 83-point game. That's my guy forever. If there's a way to keep Bam here forever, I'm down. I say we keep him, move off Tyler if we can for the right picks. If that's a possibility, I think it has to be mid-season. I think we extend our young guys if we can. You know, Cass is in his second year coming now. He's under contract already. He's fine. If we could get Pele a contract, if we could get Jaime a contract, awesome. If we could somehow get Nico to play and play well, move him, not move him, I don't know. Nico is the one young guy that I'm okay with moving, and that sucks to say. Yeah. And then Khalil, I love Khalil, but we need to decide if we want Khalil or if we don't want Khalil. I think we, as the Miami Heat organization, we need to decide whether we want Khalil or we don't want Khalil. Because if we want Khalil, I'm okay with that decision. Let's fucking play him, though. But if we don't want Khalil, then let's trade his ass. Because he's fucking awesome, dude, and we can get a lot for him. Right. So we just need to decide if we like him or not. And once we decide that, then I think we can move on from that. I think the two biggest things is deciding what we're doing with Tyler and what we're doing with Khalil. Once we figure out those two, we're good. Because Norman's a free agent, and we could give him a sign and trade, or if he could comes back. Like, if we trade Tyler this offseason and we bring back Norm on a hopefully team-friendly deal, even though he just became an all-star, probably wants money. It's probably the last big contract. I don't know how we'll play that, but if we lose Tyler, then I would probably want to bring Norm back.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough, man.
It's tough. It's a tough situation because you feel like you're in between, and they make jokes about it, where the
you're stuck in the middle, dude.
Annual playing team, so.
Yep.
It's tough, and like you expect for a team like this to have, a very deep bag with development. Like you have the Hornets or like some of the other teams. Well, I guess the Bulls don't really count. But you have teams like the Hornets that they've had a good sense of development, whereas, I feel like with Tyler, I feel like it's almost peaked already. And, I don't want to say that and then he drops 30 points per game next season, but like it feels like he is at the peak of what he could do in this system or in this environment. So if he really wants to flourish, you got to put him in a different system. The same thing goes for a lot of the guys, like Khalil Ware, I think, will become an amazing player for anyone else if they decide to move on from that. And like you mentioned, there's a lot of contracts to be dealt out in the future here. So, I mean, I don't know what happens. And I really don't want to see Jaime on a different team. But I feel like that is something that we could be seeing next season. I think this is his contract this year, no?
Yeah. Contract year, fourth year. Last year of his rookie deal.
And, basically because I see him as the sixth man of the year, like no doubt.
Yeah.
But
it should be.
It's tough. It's a tough situation to be in. And
I think another thing that we definitely got to take note of, I guess we got to see. I don't know when the lottery is, but I mean, knowing our luck, we're probably not going to get it. We're not even going to go higher. But like, as far as Like, what if we move up? Like, there's a lot of. I think we just have to wait. We gotta wait and see where we land in the lottery. Like, we just gotta see. It's May 10th. The hell? It's at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Um, but as far as like what we're gonna do and how we're gonna play it, I think we just gotta wait and see. As far as that happens, we gotta see how free agency plays out. We just gotta see how everything plays out, and then we could go from there. It sucks right now, but I'm sure. I mean, I know I'll be excited before the season start, and you'll be semi excited if Jaime's on the team. So either way,
Yeah.
it's fine. I'm a Heedle for life. I'll be here when we suck, and I'll be here when we're winning. It doesn't matter. If there's one team I'm loyal with, it's them. Speaking of loyalty, um, we're at the mark where I definitely want to give you the floor, man. We've got this thing going for a while on Fridays. A little inconsistent on our part for sure, but I'm committed to making this a thing for you because I want it to happen, and I think it's the one of the dopest ideas. So I'm gonna give you the floor, bro. Fish Fridays.
Fridays.
How are we feeling about the fish, man?
Dude,
How we
so
feeling?
huge win today for us against the Dodgers. We took the series. This is the first time we took a series in LA against them in like 3 years. So it was really
Mm-hmm.
nice to see us win over there. I also saw a couple Marlins fans there, which was really nice to see. Um, I don't
That's
know if
nice.
you ever saw the thing with Troy Johnston talking shit about the Marlins fans. Whatever.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a short little thing. It was like, oh, here in Colorado, I see a lot of fans, and
Oh, I know
where
what
I
you're
was in
talking about. Yeah,
Miami,
fuck
there
that
was no
guy.
one repping Marlins stuff, which
Yeah.
I mean, it is a complete lie, by the way. I mean, I maybe not jerseys or like shirts or stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, but hats. Everyone has a Marlins hat. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You you go to anybody, that has a collection of hats, they have a Florida Marlins hat, which I have multiple, but I'm a little
Yeah.
different, I'm a big fan. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what I did like about this series was more of the guys that have been doing well, like Liam Hicks hit a solo home run today. Um, that three-headed monster, which is Xavier, Otto, and Liam, are absolutely nuts. They're playing really, really good baseball. Sandy pitched today and he had a really good game. I think it was only two allowed um, through 6 or 7, no joke. Um,
It's 6 or 7
yeah.
innings. I saw the post earlier. Yeah.
Um, Honestly, like the team's looking good. One thing I will point out, something that I don't like, Marcy has been really bad for us. He just looks like
Yeah.
he's less comfortable like than he was last year. And I really can't get behind Marcy still being the leadoff guy. I did appreciate at the beginning of the season, like those first 10 games, that he wasn't getting hits,
Yeah.
but he was getting walks. He's getting on base and he's stealing bases, stealing bags, whatever. But now he's not even getting the walks. He's just striking out, and it's looking really bad. And then someone else also, Owen Casey, which, I love that guy. Um, the Ginger, he's amazing. The Maple
Yeah.
Masher, whatever you want to call him, he was great. He
Maple
was
mash.
great to start the season. Like he was just a big power bat, like out of nowhere in our lineup. And now he's definitely slowed down, or people have just caught on to what he's doing. So he's a lot of striking out from him too. Um, no, I mean good. The last time we spoke on Fish Fridays, uh, it was looking very up. We took the series on Colorado and we took the series on the White Sox. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot has happened in between then. A lot more lost series. We're second in the NL East. I think we were still second in the NL East to start the season as well.
We are.
Um, there's been series that have been troubling, but it's just against teams like the Giants. We lost that series, but it was just the Giants have been doing well. They also took the series on the Dodgers, which the Dodgers are second best record in the league right now. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just those games that are like right there. Like the first game of the Dodgers series, we could have swept them. We definitely could have swept them.
Yeah.
Fairbanks,
I think we were up. What, correct me if I'm wrong. It was 4-2, right?
yeah, Fairbanks,
At one point.
Fairbanks. Something happened with his hand. He was doing some. He's doing like some weird hand thing on the monitor, and I was like, "What's going on with this guy?" And then he like loaded the bases. You know, you bring in Tyler Phillips, and he's like, "All right, well, the bases are loaded, and this is the Dodgers. You know, this is the best team in baseball. What am I supposed to do right now?" So
Yeah,
he
poor
got
guy.
absolutely plastered. I mean, it was. He literally went up against like one guy. It was a hit, and that was it. You know, they got the walk off.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
it's okay.
there's a lot of things about this Marlins team that's just very frustrating, and one of them is definitely just the bullpen. I think that's a main point that's been pushed around for years with the Marlins. Is that we have really good starts to games, and then we have really poor bullpen action. There's some guys that I do like Tyler Phillips, I just mentioned. Fairbanks, when he's healthy, apparently. Michael Peterson, I love him. Um, there's just a lot of things that we need to fix, and I think mainly focusing on maybe buying for bullpen arms would be good, or maybe just bringing up more bullpen arms. I don't know. It's just it's really nice to see us play against good teams like the Dodgers and being able to take series like that. So
I think the biggest thing about it is that we're competitive, bro. We're competitive, and I think that's really new and fresh for us. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's very nice to see a competitive Marlins team. Um, I think the last one we saw was the COVID team that made the playoffs. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just a weird year in general. Um,
In sports,
yeah,
everything.
everything was just weird. But again, for those that don't know, the Marlins are the only team to ever win two World Series and never win the division. We've always won. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's so weird that we've won two World Series and not a single division. So we don't have a single pennant in the arena or the stadium. We have two World Series uh, banners, and that's it. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm looking forward to more Sandy
Who's in our
starts.
division? Who's always number
Ooh,
one? Who's number one right now
number one team right now.
in the NL East?
The Braves. They're like 20. They're honestly the best
Oh,
team in Major League Baseball. It's yeah, it's
really?
them, the Yankees, and Dodgers. This is like the best three or the three best teams right now.
Those are three premier
Yeah,
cities,
and then
bro.
the NL Central's all crazy. Like everyone has a positive record or above 500 in the NL Central, which is crazy to me. Um, but yeah, bro. I mean, I'm more focused on the Marlins. I just want the Marlins to win. I
Yeah.
don't care about anybody else. Um, I care about good baseball. So like, and when we get to playoff time, it'll be nice to see some of these teams making the playoffs and doing all that sort of stuff. But I'm hoping that we sneak in as a wild card team as well, so I can actually be rooting for someone this year and not just
Yeah,
a spectator.
of
Yeah,
course. Um, but yeah, man, that's Fish
yeah, that's
Fridays.
it.
I think we're reaching that hour point. Yeah. So, how you feeling? You feel
All good,
good?
man. All good.
I'm feeling great. So, yeah, dude, that's episode one of the Project Six
You know, you
Pod.
know.
Name subject to
Yep.
change. So, I don't know if anybody has an opinion on that. If we just want to leave it at Project Six Pod, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. Do expect this. I do want to keep this going for sure. It's gonna be me and Kev always. This is the core group.
Hmm.
If we feel comfortable enough, we'll definitely bring along more people. Just to, I don't know, hit a lot more topics. Just be a lot more conversational. I think this was cool. I think this is the start of something great. I think it's the start of something new. And like I mentioned in the beginning, if we don't try something, then we're gonna regret it later. So we're just gonna go ahead and try
Yep.
it. And I live by this motto: fuck it, why not? So Yeah, dude. Anything to
Love
add,
it.
Kev?
No, I would love to end on that. Fuck it, why not? That's amazing.
Right. All right, so we're gonna end it like that. I don't know if that'll be our slogan to end it always, but I do fuck with it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end it like that. Project 6, episode number 1. Fuck it, why
Fuck it,
not?
why not? That.